let's go ahead and go back and listen to what's taking place.
The jury returning a verdict of murder in the first degree. And in consideration of the crime for which you now stand committed, you are sentenced by order of the court as follows. You are committed to the MCI Cedar Junction for the term of your natural life without the possibility of parole. On BRCR 2013-0983-B, where you were charged with the crime of unlawful possession of a firearm, after the jury finding you guilty and the court in consideration of the crime for which you now stand convicted, you were punished by imprisonment to MCI Cedar Junction for a term of not less than 2.5 years to not more than 3 years, committed concurrent with the life sentence imposed on count A. On BRCR 2013-0983-C, where you're charged with the crime of unlawful possession of ammunition, after being convicted by the jury, you now stand convicted, and in consideration of the offense for which you've now been convicted, you are sentenced to the House of Correction for a period of 1 year deemed served. Sir, you have the right to have your case reviewed by the Supreme Judicial Court. Pursuant to General Laws Chapter 22E, Section 3, you're required to supply a sample of your DNA to be included with the statewide DNA database. You're assessed a victim witness fee in the amount of $90, and you'll be given time credit for time spent in confinement pending disposition of this case. By agreement of the parties, time credit will start on the date of his arrest, which is
June 26, 2013.
June 26, 2013. At this point, sir, you stand committed, and you're in the custody of the court officers pending execution of your sentence at the state prison.
Before he's removed, hold on just 1 second. With respect to the remaining charges, does it make sense to first see what date you're getting in Boston and then deal with the dates here? There are other charges in this case that were not tried as part of this case, and in addition, the two unrelated charges.
Yes, Your Honor, it makes sense to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Agree to
Wait to see what happens in Boston. That's all right with the court.
Do you want to wait until that?
That's agreeable, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you see, in Fall River, Massachusetts, the scene is Aaron Hernandez leaves the courtroom there. It was an emotional moment, the last hour, when that verdict was rendered guilty on first-degree murder and second-degree murder charges in the death of the 2013 killing of Odin Lloyd. What we heard there a moment ago, as we were talking about, were some very emotional victim impact statements, including a statement by Odin Lloyd's mother, Ursula Ward. And in that, she described Odin Lloyd as the firstborn of her 3 children. She called him the backbone of the family. And she also said he was his sister's keeper. He had 2 sisters, one of whom testified there. Also, very striking, she talked about the day that she had to bury her son. She said, I felt like I wanted to go into the hole with my son.
Yeah. And she also talked about the things that she'll never be able to do, go to his wedding and see the birth of his grandkids.
Yeah.
And then when his sister, Olivia Tibu, spoke, I thought that was also she had to write his eulogy, which you can't imagine a younger sister. No. She's 2 years younger than Mr. Odin Lloyd, and she had to write that eulogy, and she said it was the hardest thing that she ever did in her life, having to write that eulogy.